Rickbo. I'm going to do a update video on my motorhome, on the progress I've made on it so far. We're camping this weekend. Got the awning out. And then there's the new graphics. I've been working on the roof. It's got a fiberglass roof on it, but I guess where it's tucked into the rail here, I guess if it's not maintenance kept up on it, wind can get under it and cause it to rip off sections of the roof. So I've cleaned all those rails out and recaulked it with some real good caulk. It's M1. So, and then I've caulked all around the front cap and around these front windows, around the mirrors. I'm still going to do the rest of it. I just took a break and we came camping. I don't see any place where it's been leaking inside, and I want to keep it that way. Also want to keep the roof on as long as I can, because I think if I take care of that fiberglass roof, it should last indefinitely. The rubber roof on the motorhome, not in too good a shape. I may have to replace it sometime soon. But then this is the Eagle and American flag decal I put on the back. I think this is the first time we've had it out since I've had that on there. And then we got the tow bar set up for the Equinox. And this is the first time we've got to use the hot water heater upgrade I did. And it seems to be working real good. So we're not using any propane for the hot water heater. It's all electric now. Well, it can be both, but we're just using it off electricity since that's paid with the campsite. I've still got to straighten out these exhaust pipes. I guess one got hooked on something and it kind of pulled it back. But that's another project. But really happy with the way it turned out. It runs excellent and drives good now that I've got it all lined out. Then I put I didn't know what to do to the front, so I just put a single decal on it. We got the American flag on the front license plate. I put a new Onan generator in it. I've still got the other one. I'm gonna see if I can't diagnose it and get it to where it produces electricity. It runs as long as you're holding the start button, but as soon as you let off, it dies and it never produces any electricity. So I'll work on that probably this winter, but this one runs very good, and it's nice having a brand new generator we can rely on. But that's a look at the outside. Let's take a look at the inside and see what I've done. I guess all the boats are coming in for the day. See, we're camped right down from the river. We're just a couple miles outside of Jefferson. Here comes another boat, or it sounds like a jet ski. We love to jet ski this river because it's always so smooth, and it's flowing, but it doesn't have, you can't really detect much of a flow. And it goes all the way to the state park, which is about 15 miles away. So if you leave from Jefferson and go all the way to the state park, it's 15 miles and then 15 miles back, so you can ride 30 miles. On the inside of the motorhome, of course, I've added this TV. Took out the original and basically just put this 2x4 in here and put this swing arm to where I'm traveling. The TV will be up against there, but then once you get here you can pull it out and angle it any direction you want it, depending on where you're sitting. And then we got all that storage back in there to store stuff. Then I put in this little map light, LED map light right there. And then I've got the rear view camera. You can either mount here or up here on the dash. I just now tried it on the dash this time on the way down, and it seemed like it a little bit easier to see. And then of course I got all the LED lights put in. Fantastic fan. I remounted the microwave. It was kind of loose in there. Got a big pantry here. And the shower, it had that accordion style door that went across here, and while you'd be taking a shower your elbows would be hitting it, and so we got rid of that and put this extended shower in here, and it's so much better. Gives you a lot more elbow room, and then when you're not taking a shower you push it back in there. It gives you more room out here in the hallway. And then in here replace the sink and the handle. Replace this toilet with a foot flush porcelain toilet, and put the brush nickel hardware in here. I think I'm going to put some kind of bigger vent fan in here, just because this handle, it still raises it, but it's not in the slot it's supposed to be in. And these little things are noisy, and it's hitting that screen. I repainted this shroud Around here it was real yellow, kind of like that. It looks a lot better. And then I repainted all the AC vents. They were yellow. I'd like to repaint this tub so it's not so yellow, but I don't want to do it if it's gonna start peeling off pretty soon. So I may kind of paint a little section of it and see how it holds up before I paint all of it, because that would make it look a lot newer. I replaced the handles and the shower head in here. And then in the bedroom we put this vinyl floor planks in here. It's a lot easier to clean. You can just vacuum it up real easy. And then I put this backboard on here with this little plaque, and that really turned out good. And I put these LED lights in here. They've got a USB charging cord or port on them. The other ones were quite a bit bigger. They stuck way out to here, and these look a lot better. LED use a lot less power. Then I mounted this TV on the wall and put the VCR up here on this little shelf. I had to use some I guess they're like sheetrock anchors in this wall, because there's not a lot of substance in there, but that seems to be working pretty good. And these TVs aren't too heavy. I put this Velcro on the wall here, so when we're going down the road this thing will stay put. And I think that's about all I've done back here, but we've got it about in the shape we want to keep it in, and it's really working good for us. I put this blind up here to cover this window. Once we're in for the night, we'll pull that down and people can't look in that window. Service air conditioner. I cleaned the coils and put a new filter in it. Painted this cover. It looks a lot better. I don't think it had ever been cleaned before. I bought a coil cleaner off the Amazon and didn't really have to rinse it much. I just applied it several times and kind of cleaned it out with the rag. But I think I'm going to put that old barn wood like I did back there. I think I'm going to put it on this wall too. And then I'll put this plaque back on there. I put the backsplash, it's just that stick-on vinyl backsplash on there. Then upgraded the faucet to a pull-out. So I think that's about all the modifications I've done. I've done a lot of cleaning. Every time I open up a cubby hole, I'll clean it out real good. I put in the electric, I guess it's called a hot rod electric hot water element. I mounted the switch right here, and then I had to wire this compartment up for a 110 volt, so I just went in and added a extra receptacle there, and so we don't have to use gas for our hot water heater anymore. We can run it off 110. I had to grab power from over here running underneath the bed to over there. So I figured while I was doing it, I'd go ahead and add another plug. So got that done. So that's about it. We'll talk to everybody later. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you down the road.